ready. Just one ball of ground bait short. Top kitten 3. Careful with those willows. A little bit of loose on top. A few more Makins. Could be rock hard today, or it could be very good. I think it's going to be hard, but still got to attack it a little bit. Some casters, a few maggots, and just a smidgen of ground bait down the edge. 2 plus 2, just the other side of that little raft. The lines I'm hoping to catch up. Got a horrible float behind me, by the way. The lines I'm hoping to catch on. I'm going to feed one with just one ball of mince worm and casters. A little bit of loose. To the left. And then about 3 or 4 balls to the right. Oh, that tree there, that bit of tape on there. Beautiful. That's 14 metres. Just one little ball. And then the main swim, I'm going to ignore for a bit, is same distance to the right, same depth. I'm just going to leave it for a good hour before we go on it. Just quickly make up 3 balls. No worms in this to begin with. Quite a bit of loose particles. 3 of them going in. It's going to be my greens for my 8. Could put pellets in. Pellets are allowed today, but I'm not going to bother. Better quality fish today. I tend to find those pellets are better for the little skimmers. Get the hand size things. And that tree, beautiful bit of dark water to fish into there. Imagine that's where everyone fishes on this place. And I'm hoping it's not a feeder day, but we've got that behind us in reserve if I need it. No tow or anything today, let's just put one nice big loose ball in. Loose cotton. Another one. And what is that? Just keep peppering a few casters down there. Fantastic caster venue, this place. So I'm counting on catching on casters. I've got a single maggot on a 16 to begin with, but we've got the same rig with an 18, which I imagine we'll have to use. Start big, think big. And already I'm just going to flick a few casters there. Just pepper them in until we know how good it is. It's exactly the same depth here as it is at 14. And we are on the best side for carp, so I think we'll see a few carp today, unfortunately. And the great big grizzly things. Carl's chucking the feeder there, it's probably not a bad shout, but I'd rather be... I'm going to start like this on the pole, and I don't really want to be dragging a feeder through my pole lines. Hopefully we'll just catch on the pole. It's on weight this, so it'll take me seconds to chuck a feeder out there if I need to. If Carl suddenly starts catching, then I'll quickly follow suit. So let's take a shot of that. trimming shot above there. Just one number 12 should be enough. Boom, done. That's right. Let's just make this rig a little bit less positive, because it's quite a clear lake, always has been this lake. Just moving that up. I'm gonna start on my 18. In fact, I'm going to start off on my really negative rig until we start catching. So this is completely strung out. Nice big red maggots these, so an 18 looks fine on them. Big diesel red. So this is a strung out 0.4 gram 4x14 float. Little Malman secret. Keep flicking through. Some big perch in this lake. Big bream, skimmers, big roach. The lake I think will be one with £30. If it fishes well, which I don't know, I probably don't think it will be, you could want as much as £50 or £60. And I think someone's going to catch a load of bream, probably on the other bank. This bank's a good 3 foot shallower than over there. Not overly confident it's going to be very good on this side. If I can catch £20, I'll be happy. That's my target. But it's on weight, 2 days on weight. £20 keeps me in the race. Generally these places always fish harder on day 2. So I think the guys on Lake 5 or on that side of the lake are going to have the advantage really. I think this is a fantastic carp area. I'd run to it in a carp match. But I don't think it's a very good silverfish side. So no bites there. Not too surprised. Let's go long over that worm. Could be an hour before we start to get a bite. If there's any green there, I wouldn't mind catching them straight away on this negative swim. Doesn't anyone else have a bite yet? Right in the middle of the section, we've got Penright in on the end peg. Some right good anglers in this section. Carl Williams to my left. His peg sticks out probably 4 metres more than me. Very disappointed drawing here, I must admit. I wanted to be over there where I know there's a load of quality silverfish. I've seen all this lot in a row blank before. You get this sudden cold snap, the roach tend to switch off. I might be chucking that feeder after all. I've just got a feeling it's going to be rock hard. But I'm still going to be dinking casters on that short line. And even if it's just 2 or 3 all the time, you've got to spark those fish into feeding. Not seen anyone have a bite this side. Feared the worst. I've got a feeling it's going to be hard. No one's had a bite yet. Let's have a quick go down the side. Some perch down there. I've got 3.5 foot down there. Some monstrous perch in this venue, so it's always worth feeding a margin swim. I was dreading drawing this bank. I knew they'd put it in. It's a tiny little feeder. 3 dead pinkies. Carl's just had a roach on the feeder, and Daniel's having a couple of roach on the end peg. No one else has caught. Hasn't anyone else have a bite yet? Keep dinking a few casters out. It's like to hook a carp as I'm a roach or a skimmer on this peg. We're just fishing a little tiny 15-gram feeder. I've got a few little varieties to swap between. I think it's going to be one of them days, I think. Scrat around for 10 to 15 pound. Carl's had one roach on the feeder and Dan's had 2 on the pole. I've not seen anyone else have a bite or an hour in. We'll keep the faith. Should get a few little pulls on this whilst we're waiting for the pole lines to kick in. I'm just going to make 2, 3, 4 minute casts, that's all. We'll pop a little cage on next jog. I've got a little tub of goodies here. The little matrix cage is quite nice. The lightest one. Is that the lightest one? Yeah. Sadly don't do these anymore, but they're lovely little feeders. That's what we'll chuck next go. Pinch of pinkies and a pinch of ground bait, that's it. Got a rat in the reeds, I think. Can you hear the rat in the reeds? Water bowl or something. You can see the reeds knocking. Concentrate, John. I'm hoping it's a water vole, but I think it's probably a rat. It's important to keep sparking. If it's going to be a roach day, then we need to keep feeding. The reason going out the clappers there. Yes, it's just twitch it. So we definitely had a little tremble. Winter is here. I actually quite like this way of negative feeder fishing. I've had quite a bit of success with it. Just dead pinkers and ground bait, nothing else. If it's rock hard, then you just after a few bites. But already I can kind of tell Dan's going to have a few roach there. He's the only one chipping in and out. And it'll take a little while for the rest of us to start catching. Few gets few casters. I can use my margin rigs as shallow rigs as well. He's had a big carp there. Oh, broke his hand in it. Oh dear. Fem's had a go on the feeder, no bites. And next trip we'll try 2 live maggots. Just a pinch of pinkies in there. Is that a second one? How was it? Oh, he swapped his landing net. No, not had a bite. I feared the worst on this bank. Oh, you got one? Wow. Big roach, I think. I think it is a big roach. So they're there. That's great. The fact that he's had one is giving me loads of confidence. We'll catch now. Big roach. Yeah, so I was hoping for skimmers, but I've got a feeling it's going to be roach this side, as I feared. I think all the bream and that are around the deeps the other side, as you'd expect. Normally the gap in that island's where they live. Oh, Dan's got a carp on, I think. assuming that's a carp. Back on the pole, I'm going to put a caster on. Quick go. Carp's back on the feeder, he's only had one roach on that feeder. So I think there's fish there, they just sat there not opening the gobs. I thought a fish top then, it was a bird having a poo. Come on. There's a bite. Oh, you missed a bite. You had a bite. Woohoo! You had a bite. Missed it, but we had a bite. Not been torched. Got a maggot in. Not our first one on our day. We're off. It only took an hour. There is. Mad, isn't it? Ah? 3? Yeah. It must be blind now, because that's 3 and 3 drops, he's not seen me catch any of them. String my shot out even more now. I'm just going to reach over depth. Oh, lucky. Well, I've got 4 roach and a perch now. I've just lost the carp on my worm swim. I'm pretty sure it was a carp. Didn't do a lot and it just came off. Right. Oh, I've hooked 3 casts. All broke me. But I've just had a bream, and I've also had a roach well over a pound, and another one a good 12 ounce. All on the long line. Just loose feeding reasonably heavily with casters. There's a lot of fish there now, all of a sudden feeding. I took the 18 off and put a 16 on, which would seem like a good thing to do because I just had that bream on it. But there's some fish there. I've tried shallow but can't get a bite. So I'm just feeding quite heavily with casters now. But when it goes quiet like this, it normally means there's another carp about. But they'll only have this light reel. What's that one? I've had 1 rope short, They're not there yet in any numbers. We'll keep the faith and we'll keep plugging away. But we're doing all right, I think now. Oop. Wasn't looking. This is good now. That's the smallest ropes we've had. But there's some ropes there now. Just try and rev them up. Oh, down there, yeah. I told you they're going to be on the upper bank. Not sure why they won't come off the bottom. Don't mind catching them on the bottom. It'll go away, rain. Another carp. Tell why it's gone rubbish. Carp, carp, carp. Yarp, carp. Yarp. Yarp, it's a carp. Little blinks. And they're off. Ooh, another carp. I'm assuming that's a carp. Good here, isn't it? Do you like carp fishing? 5 now. It's annoying because there's ropes there as well. That's right, it's got a bit iffy. Bloody things swimming around. I've just lost carp 5 or 6 on the long line, so just dropped short and had a rope straight away. We'll stay short for a little bit, see if we can catch a few of these ropes. Probably a case of catch 2 or 3, then have to come off it though. They're a bit skittish. We'll see. Well, that's a good sign. That's a nice quick bite on it. You never know. Still not doing alright. I don't think we're catching a lot to my left. Already kicked one back by mistake. See, that's about the hook out in the net, so if I did that, that would have come off. So a little bit more over there. See if I hang on to it a bit more. Definitely got to juggle these depths with these caster ropes. Love it. There's a challenge. The only rig I can catch on is this light one. See if we can't catch any sittings. God, if we can. There it is. 16 up in a 6-yard stick would be much better. Strung out, hanging onto it tight. Ooh, that's a carp. Might not be. Might be a big perch. Really. Now he's a carp. He's doing a lot of years. Please be a 3-pound perch. It's a mirror carp. Hey! Yeah! Everywhere. I think that's number 7. I thought, whoop, here comes a big perch. Dear. I thought I'd come short to get away from the carp. I don't think we're supposed to have any rain today. I'm filming, so of course we've got rain. Big roach, I think. Can't get a bite long now. I just think my peg's full of carp long. Great big roach short instead. They'll have to do with these. Gosh, the roach. Love him. I'm losing my rag a little bit because I've had I think 9 carp on now. Everywhere I drop my rig. First off down here for ages. There's a big perch and some roach there. I think while coming shallow I'll be above the carp, but nope. Not a sniff. Next to the kinky rig then. Hour and a quarter to go. Oh, bonkers fish, aren't they? Seems to catch one and that's it. They spook every time. Carp, Cole? Carp? Just about to sack that off. Oh, he's only just hooked. So you catch one and then nothing, and then you've got to go on a different line. Get one short, get one short, then we'll go long. We'll just try and catch one off each time. We've got an hour to go. We're going to double our weight in the last hour. The only problem is it's 2:15 now, and that's normally when the carp start really switching on.
Well, winter has well and truly arrived. Look at it outside now. That cold snap was just the start of this really harsh spell. It's -7 last night, so and it's not much warmer now. So yeah, so that real cold snap absolutely knocked venues for six. A lot of venues are unfishable at the moment anyway, but went so cold so quick, a lot of these venues switched off. I think Makins is a fantastic silverfish venue, but if that gets hit, then God help all the other venues that have a lot less silverfish, because it's just one of those really. So anyway, I didn't draw where I wanted to be. I drew on the A bank, which I think's really risky on a silverfish only match. If you go there in November, you'll have a fish, a roach, skimmer, a chuck. But the difference between November fishing and December fishing is massive, I think. As soon as it gets cold, they go straight into the deeper areas, and the B bank was always where it was going to be won. So I've ended up second in my section with £17. Carl's only had £1.5 to my left, and Nigel's had £5.6 to my right. And the next best way, Dan Hall won the section off A21, which is on the right hand bank near where that little hut is. Second in section, more than happy with that. Realistically though, a massive uphill battle to do any good on the next day, because the top four weights all came from the B bank, and all in a row. There was a £22.14, a £23, a £55, and wait for this, Grant Howie has absolutely obliterated the match. He's had £86, 9 ounces of bream, mostly on casters from what I'm led to believe talking to him, but he's caught on everything he did. As you can imagine, if you're catching that sort of weight of bream, that you'd have caught him on any sort of bait, but he's obviously done it dead right. He is very good at that style of fishing. So yeah, that's pretty much game over, because the 2-day event's on weight. So tomorrow I'm on Lake 5, which in October, November was fishing brilliantly for silverfish. I was catching £50 weights for fun. It fished really hard on day one. Just £17 won the whole lake, and the backup weights were pretty grim. The other section just got one with £7. So we'll have to see where I draw on day 2.
Is that your advent calendar? What have we got on the window?
It's the Christmas pudding.
Christmas pudding. Yum. So that's your advent calendar. Whose is that one?
Daddy.
Oh, you're going to open mine, are you? Oh, I hope it's not a Christmas pudding. Oh, you've ripped my door off. Oh, what have we got in there? Another Christmas pudding. Who's going to eat that? You can have it. Come back a minute. You're going to school today, aren't you? And where am I going?
Fishing.
Yeah, am I going to win? I only need £80 of bream today. Do you think I can do it? Yeah. Oh, blow me a kiss then and say good luck.
Good luck.
Bye. Bye. Well, this is Lake 5. I'm going to be on here today. Not expecting a very good day, to be honest. They had a silverfish match of the weekend. I think about £15 won that, or £13. And yesterday, the day one of this silverfish festival was won with £17. So, and there were some really poor backup weights. So I think a lot of people might not even fish for the full 5 hours today, because it's a weight-based competition. Grant Howie's sewn it up already. He's had £86, exactly where I wanted to be. Unfortunately, I drew on the A bank. I was dreading drawing the A bank. I've seen that bank blank, whilst the other bank, which is 3 foot deeper, empty it with bream and roach. So, but after an hour, I finally had a bite, and of course a massive roach to £1.5. And I was second in the whole section, and the end peg nearest to the breamers, he's had 3 bream and some roach for £22. Realistically, I don't think I can come higher than 5th, and they're paying the top 5. So because everyone who struggled today on this lake, they're all going on to the good lake today. So they'll all be praying to draw on the B bank, and there'll be probably a £50 off there again today. But you never know, fishing's fishing, isn't it? So we're going to try and win the lake, but I need to catch £15 to £20. Wish me luck. Well, name a peg, not to draw, and I'm guaranteed to pick it out. Peg 53, peg 53, peg 53. Shortest walk of the lot. Quickest pack up and go home by the sounds of it. Well, this is the bait tray, casters. That's what I'm expecting to feed the most. I've got some maggots on standby. Ground bait, the old faithful F1 green and silverfish, not silverfish, Thatcher's dark. Nice silverfish mix. I've got some finely minced worm, some worms for the hook, live pinkies, dead pinkies and dead maggots. That's it. I'm just going down a natural bait route. And rig wise, I've got 4 top kits set up, all with, let's have a look, all with Malman Secrets. That's a 4x12, which is about a 0.25. That one's got 12 strung out number 12s. I've got one on a number 5 elastic, one on a number 6 in case the roach are quite big, what little roach we might see. And then I've got a 4x10 for fishing down the side and shallow if they come up, and a 4x14 if I'm bagging or just need to get it through some bits and bobs. That's it, all on 5 and 6 elastics. Very, very simple. No place for a bulk rig or anything today, I don't think, because I think the fishing's too hard. Yesterday I caught all my fish on a strung out rig, so that's what we'll do today. A few casters, a few maggots and a pinch of worm. Going to go to the right. No ground bait there just yet. Try and get a bite first. Again, a little bit of chop worm, a few casters, a few maggots. That's it. And feed them to the right. I've gone a section further than yesterday. 1, it's a shallower lake, and 2, it was hard and I never caught, so I will try it again. But it's only like 2 to 2.5 foot close in. These are long swim, and we're going to put just some casters and some maggots, and pop just a few dead pinkies in there as well. And 1 big pot of loose ground bait. Nothing more than that, because it's going to be hard. Level with that platform. It's on the dry side, which I don't mind, because it's silverfish I'm after. Don't mind if the fish are off the bottom and doing bits and bobs. So there we are, let's pick up our lightest rig. That one, 4x12. And we'll start off with a red maggot. Again, that's another section that I'd normally fish, purely because of how hard it's fishing and the clarity of water and how shallow it is. But I think there's only 2 or 3 pound came off this peg yesterday, and it was Pete Randall, I believe, who's a very good angler and fishes loads of silverfish matches. He knows what he's doing, does Pete. So I'm not expecting a bite early. I'll join you in an hour when I finally have my first bite. It's supposed to be getting bitterly cold from today onwards. Arctic blast's going to be with us for a couple of weeks, so we might be ice breaking soon. Might be ice breaking at the weekend. I haven't seen anyone have a bite yet. Well, time for a waggler. This was always my backup plan if it was rock hard. Got an awkward tree here. I'm not going to feed anything just yet, just see. chance of silvers are all around the island. But I think that's where the carp will be as well. So I don't want to get too close to it, but that's perfect where I am now. I'm just fishing 16 to 010. Single maggot. Try 2 pinkies and stuff, depending on how desperate it is. Well, it is desperate, isn't it? It's perfect for a waggler. I want to catch him on the pole, so I'm going to keep flicking him on the pole. But, see if we can't get a bite on this. I think I'm more likely to catch a carp than anything. You never know. Just want to get a bite, want to catch a fish. Just shut up a touch. This is desperate. 2 hours in, the only person I can see catching it. He's on that end peg on the point there in the middle of the lake. The only fish I can see move are carp rolling around the island. Don't think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 anglers in a row haven't had a bite, I don't think. Just sat there dormant, not doing a thing. You get to about 1 o'clock, you might start getting a few bites. Not good. Not good. Bad. Bad, bad, bad. Moss pinky. We have saved a blank. A tiny with a wound down the edge. There are fish in the lake. Oh, there's another one there. It's gonna go. Definitely blinked on the way down. Nice excitement I've had. There we go. Solid. 2 roach and 2 drops. That's a hybrid, that one. There's tiny little fish pecking at it, I'm sure. They're just like so timid, these bites. Come on. So that didn't even take it under, it just sat there. Another little perch. Yeah. Just trying to break the 2 pound weight from yesterday, what might be a more realistic target. That were it. That were it, mate. That were it. I don't want no bait, mate. No bait, mate. I've gone around all my lines, can't get a bite. So let's get back on that marginy swim. Tiny bit of worm. So we can't catch another eyeball. Might be a pound perch down there, you never know. I don't know, 3 fish and then nothing, not a bite down here. Gone all around the card again, no bites anywhere, just have another drop on here. More out of desperation than anything.
There you are. I don't just show you the glory days. I've had 6 fish for 4 ounces. What a day! So I drew exactly where I got told not to draw. They said don't draw peg 53 or peg 2 or peg 4. which is in the shallow side. I know on these silverfish matches, as soon as it gets cold, you need to draw in the middle of the lakes where it's widest and where it's deepest, and that's definitely where it all happens. So Dan Hall's won the section. I think he's had £13. There's been a couple of no-shows, and he's made full use of that with a load of room, and he's had £13. And I think our section got one with £5 opposite Dan. But it was pretty grim. I had Grant Howie to my left. He's had two very late skimmers. I think he's had £4, maybe £5. I'm not sure what he's had, but they were big skimmers. And to be honest, I never felt I was going to get a bite on the long pole for the whole match. So I've ended up with 6 little fish for 4 ounces down the side. 3 on a tiny sliver of worm, and 3 on a pinky. Just pinging in a few little pinkies and fishing a pinky on the drop. And that were it. I've gone long, I started new lines, I started a 16-metre line with just the tiniest amount of ground bait and pinkies. And I've chucked that waggler, I've chucked it all over the place. I plumbed it up properly, I've managed to fish on the bottom and off the bottom. Couldn't even hook a carp on that, even though I could see them topping. There were sort of 3 pegs around, you could see them bubbling, you can see them rolling there, you could actually see the carp. So that was definitely where the carp stack had showed up. Not in front of me, but just round the other side of that island. But it's too shallow and not really a good winter area. So I don't feel I'm drawing brilliantly on a lot of these winter matches, so I'm definitely due to draw on a pile. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That's me scratching away for a few silverfish in the depths of winter. And then, like I say, it's really cold outside now. So anyway, I might not see you before Christmas, so have a great Christmas. Hopefully it'll warm up, and I'll see you in a much warmer 2023. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you really appreciate what I do and want to support my channel even more, then check out my members section. It's only £2.99 a month. Absolute bargain value really, with loads of extra content on there, and it really helps this whole channel grow by supporting my members area. So have a great Christmas. I'll see you in the new year.